passes.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, it's Locke. He'll find Metcalf. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the 50, it's Locke. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
Tyler Lockett. It's complete to Lockett. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, get away. Hey, Charlie. 53's mark.
Now a first down throw. Locke. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he It's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Locke. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Alex Anzalone able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race.
Is this quarterback's edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf, 52 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their team. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 5. To throw is Newton. Flushed out right. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT. Yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing is locked. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Luck. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Skrine. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. You think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Mike, 53, Mike. I got you.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. It's John Simon with a sack. The final shot before the break. Luck. He lets it fly for Lockett. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So the Packer offense coming on. They'll be asked to go for 2.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 180. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Out. Gun.
Newton on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing is Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton, he finds his target. It's Evans. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the... And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Third and 14.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Ginn has it complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. He's going to go for a big play down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
20.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sheldon Rankins, his 2nd sack of the night. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, he'll take a shot. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 3.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st down, Newton. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And still fighting. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd down and goal. Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a short return to the 6-yard line. reception. Cousins. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 45. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins got him in. It's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, no, easy.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This is caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. Cousins towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you crosstown to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. On third down, Cousins. Dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. And Ging's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. He finds his target, John Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. First down, a run with Cohen. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. John Brown, 37 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give
one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And my goodness, another interception. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On second down, Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On third down, here's Eckler. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Hey, 51 to Mike, boy, 51. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Cousins to throw it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, 382, last 50. Gun. 300.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. And up pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They go play action. Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. John Brown, 88 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Cousins being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, give me some good teams. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. He's going to let it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder. reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, Ringo, 48. What's that?
Now Cousins on fourth down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now Eckler. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Cousins now to throw on first down. This is caught by Gibb. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He's got Green. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A.J. Green, 39 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. First down. Here's Cousins. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get there.
Working out of the gun. Cousins going for the deep ball. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. Brings up 2nd and
10. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
It's just me and you.
They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Hey, we're good. 6-6.
From the 35 on second down, Cousins towards the end zone for Brown. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down again. Darius Leonard, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Cousins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Quaker Omaha.
Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skill. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here is Eckler. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heel.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Buying playing time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 8 at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
319. Back to one. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. 319.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Going deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. They find some open field here. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Drop deep, drop deep. Jump out. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
He'll buy some time right. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A first throw for the backup Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get this to Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decided to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lawrence Taylor, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. The 30. Past the 20. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Get 300. Get 300. Run. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Check 50. Check 50.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. On 1st down, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Nicole Hardman, 46 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Bravo!
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers completes it to Hardman. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, Slayton. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yes, Reggie White. I remember when they first started calling him the Minister of Defense. It was back at the University of Tennessee, snuffing out plays like that. Did you see that tackle for a loss? I remember him turning around the LSU game in 1983 with a similar play. Reggie White, one of the all-time greats.
13-time Pro Bowler Reggie White. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
14.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Jackson from the shotgun, being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touch. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead cut down to 9. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6.
Rodgers now, gonna throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Rodgers now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Rodgers to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Now Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. Jackson, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let him know, let him know. Watch the ship. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
I got it. Hey, 88.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. From Seattle, so long, everybody. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway from Ford Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with, and they say challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. On 2nd down now, it's Carson trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Here's Mahomes to throw to Michelle on the screen. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. John Brown, 42 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Coleman. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Number 50. Hey, echo.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This is Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Attack! You better be afraid of me.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
36. Hey, 43, 15.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Cook. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. On the ground, it's Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And Too Tall Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. To throw again on second down. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. On third down, Carson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Let's take it inside his own 40. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And quickly to his tight end, Clark. That's caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Ford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Yellow. Come on.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike 52, Mike 50. Back 2 is the Mike. Mike 2. Hey,
Yellow.
tighten up.
Hey, 57.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And John Brown's got it complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That's out to his running back, Michel. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got an open man, Clark. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And again, it's Mahomes. And he'll get that to Michel, complete.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Carson. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. That's complete to Sharp. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Cook. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hey, Ripley.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Where's 52? Watch it go. 52's the mic.
Oh, you got deep?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's going deep for Brown. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Watch the sled. Watch the sled.
Hey, switch gears.
Easy.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Get ready. Watch out.
On 1st down, Cook. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The Hall of Famer Ty Law coming up from the secondary to make the tackle.
Let's get off the field. Watch Mike. I'm coming. I'm slow. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I got wide. Hey, Mike 52.
To throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's trying 57 colors. Yellow. Let's go.
Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. Go. 15.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man here. It's Green. And all the way down to the 42. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a threat.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Defense wins championships, baby. Inside.
Rodgers looking to throw. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Packers 23, Giants 14.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. They'll run on first down. Cook. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Fuller, 27 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Yellow. 180.
52, come on. Not today, you know. Not today.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hope. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles and that. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Patrick Willis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They run. Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, Charlie. Let's put that team on the puck. Over.
Rodgers now throwing again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reggie White just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Greg Olsen, 36 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's caught. Lockett. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And he's given his guys a With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Pick up. 40. Switch up. Switch up.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 40. The 30. 10. For touchdown. Melvin Gordon. 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground? And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 36, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Now a run with Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. There goes Melvin Gordon. And touchdown! Melvin Gordon, 92 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short boot, taken at the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Luck. He's going to let it go deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Fighting to stay upright, and the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rodgers now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Sharp. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Hey, black. Check. Hey, wahoo.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Sanders. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, it's Gordon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, Mexico.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Luck, dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keith Bullock in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 35 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on first down. Rodgers completes it to Hardman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
You know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Now it's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Lawrence Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Play action. It's Luck. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Gordon on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Luck And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Lawrence Taylor, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. From the gun, here's Locke. That'll be complete to Donald Driver. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They snap it to Locke. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Jackson. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. On 1st down, Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon shifts free at the 15 and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
3 down.
Now Luck. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter. In the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Lawrence Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Luck gonna throw it. He's gonna loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2, so sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Greer, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.